Just wanted to make a quick setup guide for the PiBurn rotary for the Thunder laser. I only got this one yesterday and I've not really used one before, but I was surprised really how easy it is. I'm going to be etching this dog bowl, which is quite tall, so I've had to take the honeycomb out and lay the bed all the way down, and then you'll see just on the side, or at least in my Thunder laser, a Nova 3580 watt, the rotary attachment goes in this corner down here, so you just want to poke that in. Just make sure this cable is nice and out of the way, and then over to the computer to set the settings that you need. Okay, so now you've got your rotary plugged in. Once you come back to the computer, you're going to go to Laser Tools, Rotary Setup. It's going to be on chuck. You want to make sure to select roller. You want to select enable rotary, and then these will be highlighted. You want the A axis if you've got a Thunder laser, but mine isn't connected with my laser on my computer indoors at the moment, so yep, that's, you want to select the A axis. Your steps per rotation, if you go to the PiBurn website and go to their support, it will show you there, or at least the settings I used just for a quick setup. It was the steps per rotation was 8,000 for a Thunder, and the other thing you need to know is the roller diameter. It says between 62 and 63 mil. I put 62.5, so I'll go back to light burn, quickly fill the rest of this in, so it'll be on the A axis. So you've got 8,000 steps per rotation, and then your roller diameter. Oh, I'm going to have to put it into millimeters to so you can just swap it up there, inches to millimeters. So you want to go to rotary setup, you want to come down to your roller, enable rotary, select the A axis, steps per rotation 8,000, roller diameter 62.5, and then this underneath is just a calculator basically if you want to calculate your design. So what I actually did was, instead I just wrote out my text and put my design and flipped it by 90 degrees just by going up the top here and saying rotate 90. And then you've got to use user origin. I set mine to the center. I mean, you can set it to wherever you want, which depending where you set it, you can see this little green dot. This is where the laser is going to go to. You can see if I set it up the top there, it's going to be, I just prefer it in the middle, and then I can set it up right in the center. And then what I did was got the height of my cup, which was say 65 millimeters, and then I just, you know, made this so it would fit on there and lined it up. And then when you get back to your laser, once you send this, you're going to say send, because I don't know, like I always use absolute coordinates. But to use user origin, you click send and you go over to the laser, you press file like you normally do, and then enter, and then you move your laser head right to this center dot or wherever you've set your origin to, and you press the origin button on the controller, and that's where your origin will be set then. And then you'll see if you press frame after that, it's going to spin the rotary and frame this area. So I'll show in the video, but I'm going to go back to the video now to show that. How I lined this up with the back is, and it seemed to work out pretty well. Just to check, I measured this gantry and it's the same distance from the back here. So I just used this back wall and it worked out 17.5, and then I already measured that side before I put the bowl in there. So now I know that that's square. I've got the design and everything in there, and using user origin, so when you send it, you want to make sure you get your laser right on the spot where you got your user origin sent to, which mine was in the center. So if I frame it there, you see it's pretty good. Yep, so that's all in there now with the user origin set to the centre. And I'm going to bring this down into focus. Okay, so that just finished. And you can see with user origin it's gone back to the centre of the design again. So I'm just going to move that back to the home position. Just going to get my bowl out. You can see that's how it's coming. Yes, that was 400 speed, 26 power. That's how it is straight off the laser. I'm going to see what's best to clean it with, so I'm going to first just try a bit of water and just see if I can get it off with some water. Okay, so this is just plain water. Had a bit of this stuff up on the shelf. It does say for plastics restores to the original appearance. Fine scratch remover. Yeah, that seemed to get most of it off. Still a little bit dark on some of these bends. Might just have to work out one little bit better setting. As you can see, if I tip it up that way, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but some of it is silver, but on these kind of where the bends are, it's a little bit dark. I've got a feeling that might come off. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I'll put out another video as soon as possible.